Alright, today I'll be installing a Tesla screen on a 2007 Bentley. I just kind of taped the edges around crudely. I'm going to take one of these right here, start digging at the top right here and the sides and popping the fascia out just a little bit, because up here you're going to have to unplug the clock, and back here before you can pull this face off. So I'm going to do that and then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, popped it. It's very loose. I left the tape on the bottom just so I don't scrape it. Back here, behind there, there's a little plug right there for the clock. So I'm going to do that and then remove the other two things for the vent. So just a sec, I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so right there, that's what that looks like, and right there. Now I'm going to have to take this apart and slide these out. These are what I was talking about in the back. So I'm going to slide these out because I'm going to reuse them. Take this apart right here, which has, looks like security bits, so I'll have to figure out what size that is. I'll let you know. Take that out. I'm going to put it on the new face. And then I'm going to come over here, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4 security screws as well. I'll let you know what kind of bits those are. So I'm going to take this off first, remove this, and then I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, so it is a, I don't know if you can see that in the light, T25 Torx bit. There's 4 screws, and you got to come down here with needle nose pliers and pull these 2 little C clamp washer looking things out to get these to remove, to pull this up. So I'm going to do that and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so after that you just unscrew these knobs off and make sure you save everything. There's the old face. I'll show you what the new face looks like. Alright, so I just found out that these that came off the old one will not work, and I wasn't supplied with any screws. So what I did, I just improvised. Self-drilling tap screws. They're metal on metal, but whatever. They actually worked really well for this. Put the knobs back on. Oh, new one, old one. You can definitely tell the difference. Bentley, I mean, this thing's like solid, heavy. This one, a little bit more plasticky. But we'll see what it looks like when it goes back in. I'm gonna show you how to remove the face of the stereo now. So inside you want to use a T15 on all 4 of those screws in there. I'm going to remove those, and then I'm going to put the car into neutral so I can pull this face out. So when I get it out, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, here's the old system. I'll show you. All the wires I get to work with here in a minute. So I'll have to put those back in, that back in, these guys back in. I think a CAN bus and a few other different things. It's a transmitter or something. So I'm gonna find all the wiring I need and then show you how to put it back together. All right, stay tuned. So, CAN bus decoder plugs in right here. Your power switch, or what runs everything, plugs into here. This will go inside there, as will those. All your RCA, aux in, left and right, audio, left and right, they all plug into each other. Microphone I'm not going to use. Sub out I'm not going to use. CV, EBS, I don't know yet. Video out. They plug into another wire harness that was given to me. Your fan plug-in that runs this right here, cools it off. Antenna. Your GPS goes right here. And your 4G antenna goes right there. So what's left is you will have a video, let's see, reverse video input plug. It goes right there. I believe this is an extra. I think it's just extra. Okay, so next is going to be the confusing part. I'll show you actually over here real fast before I get into the reverse cameras and the other cameras. So there's your green, which will hook to the green. Your two blacks right there and right there. See them over next to the yellow? It will plug in to those right there and right there. There's nothing in the middle. You can see that with the light. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the light. Dark conditions. Okay. Hopefully you guys can kind of see it. Anyway. And then this amp con right here will go to, I think it's the brown plug with a red dot. Let me double check. I will get back to you on that one. Stand by. Alright, so when hooking up a reverse camera, I took off this side of the reverse light. You just push and get underneath and pop out. Sometimes you need one of these. Anyway, the light's on top. Your power when you reverse, if I can flip this thing over, give you some light, is the top one. So the top has the power when you reverse, not the bottom, the top. If it was facing this way. That's where the sensor goes. So when you're hooking up the reverse light, your positive is going to splice into that top wire, and then you're going to find a ground somewhere. You guys ground it wherever you want, but ground it, power to the reverse, feed the line somewhere through here, and then I did what I did was I removed all the stuff. So I'm gonna feed mine through somewhere in here. I don't know where yet, to be honest, and run it that way towards the front. So you guys do what you want to do, but that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, once you get that hooked in, I'll show you what to hook it back into the stereo. So, all right. Okay. So, power to the hot for the reverse light. Fed the lines through there. There's my camera. plug those in just to test them out. Ran a ground right there, ran the wires to the vent. I'm going to run the rest of this through there. Okay, so the blue wire amp con, I was wrong, it doesn't go to the tan or the other one. I think these are actually radio antennas. So the radio antenna right here, I hooked it into the light tan one and it seemed to work. Alright, so I installed the front camera, ran it through, tucked the wires underneath, you really can't see them, ran them through here, ran them through the firewall. I gotta reseal that. It was, somebody already got into there before. It was an awesome job. So I gotta clean that up, reseal it. I'm gonna show you where I plugged it into on the headset here in a second. Okay, in this lovely rat's nest of wires, I plugged it into the CVBS N1, and I don't know if I can get this to stay there long enough. Okay, so that plugs into there. And I ran it through here, through the firewall. I found a fuse right there, you can see it, that green one right there. It's 12 volt, it's only hot when the keys are in the ignition so it doesn't drain your power. I found a ground underneath there, so I attached the ground to it. And if you give me a sec, I will show you what button it goes to. And stand by. Okay, so go ahead and pause that. If you are at the main menu, go to Home, Apps, Front View. Boom. If it's backwards, right here, you guys can switch it. You just have to get out of it and then switch back. If I go into reverse, there we go. I have color now, and it works just fine. And I think that's it. Oh, I decided to go with the microphone after all. It actually makes pretty clear phone calls as well. So, all right, guys. There you go. Okay, so you have to go into the special settings where you type a code in, whatever they give you in the booklet. Car model. When I had it, it was set to high, and the CAN bus wasn't reading it right. So when I went to ride adjustment for the ride height, if you're going into comfort mode or sport mode or whatever you're doing, or if you just come across the speed bump and you need to get up higher, it wouldn't let me do it. So I switched to low and reset it, and it worked perfectly. And then my reverse screen was black and white at first. So I went down here to this HD reversing and put it in AHD. It wasn't in AHD, it was in something else. As soon as I switched it over and then reset the monitor, it went straight to color. So everything is working fine. See if I can show you real fast. Car settings. Down here, suspension level. So now those work. They didn't work before. So, I recommend the company. I got stuck a couple times. The technician got a hold of me and walked me through it. I'll try to take a picture or send a link with this video so you guys can order from that guy too. Alright, I hope this helped people, because this took me just about 2 days to do all this, to get the front camera, the reverse camera, and wire all this in and get everything working. So I'm going to piece it back together now, and I'm pretty happy with it so far, so I'll let you guys know. Alright, thanks. If you have a Samsung, you're going to need this before you can do any kind of CarPlay like Apple. Apple just automatically hooks to it. You got to actually hook your phone to this first to set it up. So just letting you guys know before you hide it like I did and had to take the whole thing apart. So good luck.